let's get to another cooking, very simple. Again we got lot of vegetables and we are going to use paneer, and that too saffron paneer for making this dish. And one thing I have noticed, see, if I want to make 5-star hotel recipes for my staff here, they are like, no, they want nice spicy oily kind of food, because they work really hard. None of them are fat like me, everybody is very trim. But anyway, so for this recipe I am going to add a lot of onions for the gravy. And you want the onions to be slightly colored so that it gets mixed up well with the gravy. Add salt. It's lot windy here, so this umbrella, it may rain, as well as for the protection from the wind, so we have just used the umbrella here. And the umbrella is ready to fly. Okay, lot of wind. For my guys here, I try and make the recipes little bit rich in sense I kind of add cashew nut powder, almonds and all of them to make it tasty, as well as to give little more energy for them. So, but I have to make it spicy. The other day I made paneer makhani. These guys are like sweet, we want nice spicy and all that. So I am going to make every recipe masala dar, especially for my guys in the farm. So let the onions fry a little bit. So look at them, they should be evenly colored. That's when the gravy also will be good. In this, add ginger garlic paste, and because the gravy I want some tomatoes. So here all these vegetables including onions are grown in my farm. Add tomatoes. I am growing lot of ginger and garlic also. Now cook these tomatoes till they are nice and mashed up. So luckily the weather here is very beautiful now, and most of the times it's cloudy, and I'm just loving it, especially by the pond. I've got a lot of ducks, chicken and everything here. Just today I enjoyed a perfectly boiled duck egg. So we're going to make some recipes with duck's eggs also. In fact, in France and other countries, they love to use duck eggs, especially in making cakes and other things. And Power Chef Pranav is all excited the moment he learned that duck eggs make wonderful cakes. So we're going to make some duck egg cakes, and once the tomatoes are kind of mashy, add some water. This water so that you prevent the masalas from burning. In this, we're going to add coriander powder. I'm going to add some fennel powder. This will give a little bit of sweetness to the recipe. Some cumin powder, and usually you add turmeric into the oil, but today I'm going to add it now. When you do this, you better cook the gravy well, because you do not want the raw turmeric flavor. Some more water, and let all these masalas come to a nice boil. So now with all this water, now we're going to add the cashew nut powder. You can also add it before and let the oil come out, or else you can add cashew nut powder now, but you have to make sure that it cooks well. The masalas, everything, they need to boil at least for 10 minutes. That's when the real flavor from these ingredients will come out. Add the chili powder. These guys want a lot of chili powder. God bless me also when I eat this spicy. Especially when you are cooking in such wind, you have to be very careful with the chili powder. I sprinkle a little bit chili powder here. My cameraman will be crying in no time. So look at this. This chili powder is nice, colorful. This is the kind of colorful gravies they want. But you have to make sure it is tasty. Salt has to be right, and in fact little extra they love to eat. And I am trying to tell them eat more vegetables and less of rice. But they like to eat lot of rice and less of vegetables, because of which they need to add more salt. The right way to eat is eat more vegetables and eat less rice. So you get the good amount of nutrients what you need. And farm is really a funny place. You get to learn so many things, even I am learning, because these white ducks, they don't brood. That means they won't sit on the eggs. So they make the chicken sit on the eggs. So what we've done is one of the chicken was ready to sit, so we put the duck eggs. Even the chicken must be wondering, through my ass came those small little eggs. How come these eggs are so big? So once the ducks come out, apparently the chicken takes care of even the ducklings. These little things are so much fun, especially when you are at the farm. I've got the ducks, chicken, now I've got goats, and you will see a lot more cooking happening here. Now look at the gravy. So this is what they love, nice red color, and the tomatoes are very much mashed up, and also the gravy, after around 7-8 minutes you will start seeing this thickening, but you have to cook little more further. You want the oil to slowly come out, and that's when the real taste of all the ingredients also will come out. And today I've got a lot of vegetables also, and now I'm even growing the red capsicum. Good. Add some more salt. I'm going to simmer it for a little more time so that the gravy is perfect. I'm going to add potatoes, carrot and capsicum, and I'm just loving growing this red capsicum. First, they were all green, but slowly I've got orange, I've got yellow capsicum also. The whole idea is for me to get to farm to plate is I want to learn how to grow the vegetables. In the process, I'm going to teach you also. So in the next week or so, I'll start posting my farming videos. Here, the gravy is all ready. First, let me add these potatoes. Carrot also takes some time to cook, so we're going to add the carrot. I've got paneer also. Of course, this is also from our farm milk. So look at this. Now, in this beautiful gravy, let these potatoes and the carrot cook for like 3-4 minutes. Now, look at the gravy. Beautiful. In this, add the paneer pieces, and good God. So I'm going to let it cook for another 2-3 minutes, and then we're going to add the capsicum. After capsicum, just 1 minute of cooking should be good enough. In this, we're going to add some kasuri methi, the Bumba kasuri methi. That's nice. Kasuri methi and butter will give awesome aroma to any recipe you make. So here goes my butter, and add pinch of sugar. This nobody should be able to tell that you added sugar, only that much. Now mix. In this, add the peppers, the green, the red, little bit of garam masala powder. Okay, and just before finishing, we're going to add the cream. And the cream you have to add really fast, you have to mix, otherwise it will curdle. My goodness, one of the tastiest dish that I have made recently, because now I am following the flavor of the real people, the hardworking people and all that, and this is good, nice, spicy and perfect. And cream, switch off the flame when you're adding cream to this. Add the cream and keep mixing it really fast, otherwise it will curdle. That should be good enough. Whenever I made this, I've shown you that take some gravy, mix to the cream and then add. But this is good enough. Look at the colors. Look at it. Let me clean the sides well and present it to my staff. I'm sure they will really love it. Oh. And my umbrella is, gone. Thank you. Lot windy. Dear friends, I hope you have enjoyed this kadai sabji paneer. Perfect, very tasty, and every bite is just too good. Aha. Piece of paneer. For me, enjoy food when it's really hot. I'm sure it's going to rain in a couple of more minutes. So let me quickly rush back to my dining room. Dear friends, paneer. Melting away. It has to be finger looking good. Potatoes. Thank you guys.